talk to me. Haven't even gotten out of the car yet. Already on him. Alright guys, welcome back. So, as you just saw, we just got to this spot. Brand new hunting farm that we got permission on. 2 deer. It's 11:30 in the afternoon. It's like 80 degrees already. And we just had a couple doe pop out in the field. So today's Monday, July 5th. We're gonna go and walk this property. We're gonna throw the drone up. We're gonna do a little bit of summer scouting. So some things that we do when we start summer scouting is we're up here at the house now. What I'm gonna do is, this is a property I haven't been to before. This is the first time. So I'm gonna pull up my Onyx and I'm gonna go ahead and add the tracker on, and we're gonna kind of go through and walk the property. And as we do that, I'm gonna drop waypoints for deer trails, bedding areas, rubs, whatever kind of information we can get on this early summer scouting trip. So I do have a trophy rock and a cell cam and just another cam. I'm gonna hang 2 cameras today here. This is just gonna tie into our summer scouting with the kayak series. Didn't expect to come upon this property, but we're super grateful. Will and I and my girlfriend Melissa, we're probably gonna try and take a couple deer off here, as well as our public land river kayak hunt series. So come with us. We're gonna go walk the property, and should be a good time. All right guys, so we are like 100 yards in the woods here, and I want to show you quick. Look, Will, come here and stand and check this trail out right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. This trail comes and then it goes up. Then look at it come up this hill. Here, those deer that we saw come out, I would bet, I'd bet a lot of money this is probably the trail that they came out up on. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go on my phone. This is where we've been. What I'm gonna do is mark my location. I'm gonna edit the waypoint to deer trail. So scrolling through the list here, I'm gonna click trail, save it as that. So now you can see this is where we're at. That trail comes up from over here, then it curves up and enters the field. So got that location marked. We're just gonna keep going and see what we can find. All right guys, real quick, another thing Will just pointed out is there's an old deer stand right over here. Well, an old wooden built stand. See if you can zoom in on that one. Okay, so in New Jersey, in my experience, an old wooden deer stand is typically a really good spot to start, and where a lot of deer traffic has been. Right here, we have a hayfield up above. It drops down in a little bit of elevation, and we have a big flat bottom here, hardwood bottom. So some things maybe to look for will be some oak trees. We'll look for maybe where there's some history of acorns dropping and things like that. But that's a good sign. An old deer stand typically means good deer traffic through that area. So let's keep moving on. That's a lot of good sign. We've only been here for 5 minutes. I'm marking this old deer stand right here. You can tell there's old pieces of wood. That other one is only back about 100 yards that way. So there's a tiny little rise here. These deer must be just running this. Would have to be my guess. There is a couple. There's an old white oak tree here, big one here. So they could drop acorns. Could be a good spot here. It looks awesome so far down in here though. Another old deer stand. Another old deer stand. We are close to the property border here. Bunch of old deer stands though. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this one again on my own. Alright guys, so you can tell right here, this little spot, it's bare mineral soil. And we have a licking branch right here. This is an old deer rub. Or excuse me, this is an old deer scrape. There's a trail that runs along the property border here, and right off of it is a deer scrape, so marking it. if you guys can see this, if you guys can see that tree right there, it's a white oak tree. Not a huge one, but it is pretty nice and straight. If you can tell here on the ground, there's acorn caps, all that stuff. This would be a good spot where these deer are probably gonna feed at some point in the year when these, October time frame, probably early November, when these acorns are all dropping. This might be a good spot. Deer activity might be high in this area. What'd you find there, Willie?
Look at this, that's a massive anthill. Nasty.
So, Will and I have just been walking. There's a contour line that splits the property, and Will and I have just been walking that contour line. There hasn't been any like substantial deer trails or anything, but there's definitely like at spots like trails. So the deer, basically what I'm saying is the deer aren't working one trail, but they're definitely moving that contour line on the edge of the property. Another old stand. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this one. All right, guys, so as you can tell, this is one of the best trails we've seen, I would say. So we're gonna hang, like I said, I've got 2 cameras. We're gonna hang one camera here, and then we're gonna hang a cell cam on the mineral block back kind of near where we first found a bunch of those stands and that other good trail, somewhere in that area we're thinking. So we're gonna pick a spot somewhere on this trail right here and hang a camera. Alright guys, we just set up a Tacticam reveal here, a cell cam, and now I'm going to go ahead and rip open this trophy rock here, and that's it. It's going to sit right there. That kind of concludes this little series for us, introducing this new property we're going to hunt. We don't really have a name for it yet. As of right now, it's probably just permission farm, but we're jacked about it. Will and I really liked what we saw today, and it's about 2:25 now in the afternoon. It's hot. Will and I are hot and sticky, so we're gonna beat feet back to the car, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. We really appreciate you watching. Leave a comment down below on maybe some things you guys do different that we didn't do today, and we'll be back for a trail cam check, in the next month, I guess, and we really hope you enjoy the video. Guys, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. It really helps us out a lot, and we really appreciate you taking your time to follow along with us. So until next time, we'll see you.